Maravilha. Estamos online. Começar a brincadeira. O que foi, Manhoso? Vem cá. Vem cá. Vem. Bicho gordo. Bicho gordo. Não, você também. Vai, tranquilo.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Ah, tá. Esse fica a musiquinha daquela pessoa.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon...
We'll only know when she starts singing.
Ah, eu lembro disso mesmo. Ainda vamos mais.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready. Da 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 da.
É muito besta.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand Liyue?
Sure.
By royal decree.
Ai, de fugir, graça.
Leave it all to me.
Ué? Morrendo embaixo da terra.
weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
Infelizmente não.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Nenhum bonitinho.
Hey, it's... what's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Ok, ela é bonita.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Ah, gato manhoso.
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies
pouquinho mais
can be
complicado,
found.
Gil.
See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Eita, eita, eita. Estações de média distância. Eita, entrada na cidade. Só dizer isso.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millowith and the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally...
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an... Neither path is an easy...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, We've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Ai, 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 ai. Tá chegando a hora de enfrentar o Patente. Já chegou, na real. Nossa. O que é esse ponto ali, velho? Missão aqui. Ué. Deixa o computador. Ah, não, dele. Não tinha carregado mesmo. Menina na caverna. Depois eu faço isso. O que interessa é que a treta com o Shire. É, a bagulho vai pegar fogo. Tem um dos guardinhas que tinha aqui antes. E lá vamos nós. Vai recomendar 47. Ai, ai, ai. Eu vou começar no 60. Mesmo assim vai ser tenso. Cadê aquela música agora? Agora o bicho vai pegar! Vambora.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? This is where all of Tabatsumora is Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business.
Essa forma é pior, hein?
Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon, quick! We have to go make sure...
E vambora. Não, pode dar uma pular na moeda, né? Tem que fazer barulho de moeda, né? Uma coisa que eu queria ter adicionado ao jogo. Vambora.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
Checkei mais.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location. Don't you think that trying to
Local
stop me
secreto,
now would just
bagulho
be
gigante
wasted
do lado da
effort?
cidade, velho. Local secreto essa porra, velho. Não faz sentido
Stopping
nenhum.
the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the
Yeah.
11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to either way. We now come to my favorite part. A simple the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities out, instead of confronting you directly, when she faces a worthy opponent. But as for me...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you... Fighting talk, I love it!
Ah, louco chato. Ontem foi sorte,
This
condor,
chance is hard to
benção.
come by.
Nossa,
So
mas
show me all you've got.
você é um
So very
maldito,
few
não
ever get the
viu?
chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me. And don't you dare disappoint.
Não acertou, mano. Ah! Na hora que atacar o bicho, ela com viadinho.
So quick to flee.
Ai, meu Deus.
Steady as stone.
You're wide open. Not bad, not bad, not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Você é muito sortudo já, vai se lascar.
Ha! Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Como assim de look de pobre? As ideias de Jerico, velho. Tá só um bug, viu?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Tá louco.
Didn't think you had that card
Sub
hidden up your
DPS.
sleeve.
You're just playing us to
Mas dependendo do time que você tá fazendo é bom, velho.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Sim, entendi. Mas é bom mesmo assim.
This is going to cost you!
E lá vão os homens.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move
Fica quietinho,
faster?
vai.
Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. And the Gnosis is over. Now! Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it! I'll catch up.
Grande espadão, como assim? Ah, tá. Ah, porque já pegam pra ela, né? Bom.
Some you win, and some you lose.
GG.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the
Tem
burden
marca
of
de look
the
na
full
Ásia,
legacy
só eu
transformation
tenho
was too great for my body.
Mas é, viu?
I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
Eu tô ali no Discord,
That's what
filho.
we
Entra lá.
were trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Senora's initial assessment of you and Mon. You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, this battle has already left. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a
Pretty sure that's not the normal way.
Unfortunately, I must bring... Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone,
Ah, tá,
then
não
we
tinha
must
caso.
look once... In
Suave.
fact, it might be that the Exuvia would...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
Ai, que groselha.
God?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath... If such an ancient god were to be unleashed, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just...
But the Archon War ended...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now! The Fatui have been researching them!
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principle. But knowing that such an action will not only...
Ai, ai. Agora que o bagulho ficar louco.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Nira, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone! That guy is fast! What's going on?
É um bichão. É, colega, já pra esquentar agora.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Lin...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how did... Just seeing this... It's not just you.
Vamos lá pra luta.
Which is why we must stop
É o que
that monster
interessa.
before. So the Archon War was. So will the power of the.
We've already discussed this together.
What?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did one, and as fate would have it. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take...
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
O menino é muito foda, velho. Aí, lá vem os vadios.
Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
E vamos que vamos.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me! Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Eu tô fracão, não me move.
Looks like I went too
Ali.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! By royal decree!
Sai fora.
Someone needs assistance.
Mano, é muito foda essa batalha. Hein? Novo bugou, velho. Andando na parede.
Boba, get them! Oz, reveal thyself!
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Nossa,
Leave it all to me.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
time to fulfill my duty. It isn't time.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We kill them!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
não morre, velho.
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy!
É, agora foi.
That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Cars! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong! Someone needs to...
Não, é.
Steady as stone.
turn.
I'll catch up.
This is it.
Mais um.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Oh.
Someone needs assistance.
Nossa. Aí.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Over here.
Não.
Assistance. Someone needs assistance. I'll
Vai
catch
voltar
up.
junto, pra matar de uma vez.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Vai mais então.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Ah, puxa lazarento.
By royal decree.
Someone. Someone needs.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Morre. Só deu uma na cabeça.
Interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Hadouken!
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Ai, ai. Ela tá se desfazendo.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Não lembrava que era texto desse jeito não, velho. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Essa live eu vou jogar pro YouTube, na moral.